Hello and welcome to this video on the rise and fall of Sony Mobile. Sony, a well-known electronics company, has had a rollercoaster journey in the mobile industry. From the early days of Sony Ericsson to the present, there have been many ups and downs. In this video, we will explore the reasons behind Sony Mobile's rise and fall. Sony Mobile Communications was founded in 2001 after the Japanese company, Sony Corporation, bought out Ericsson's share in Sony Ericsson, a joint venture between the two companies. Sony Ericsson had been successful in the early 2000s with the T-series and K-series phones. However, with the advent of smartphones, Sony Ericsson struggled to keep up with the competition. In 2011, Sony bought out Ericsson's share in the joint venture and rebranded it as Sony Mobile Communications. The company continued to produce smartphones under the Xperia brand, but it faced stiff competition from other smartphone manufacturers such as Samsung, Apple, and Huawei. Rise of Sony Mobile. Despite the competition, Sony Mobile had a few successes. The Xperia Z1, released in 2013, was a popular phone with a waterproof design and a high-end camera. The Xperia Z3, released in 2014, was also well received and helped Sony Mobile gain market share. The company also had a presence in the mid-range market with phones like the Xperia M4 Aqua and the Xperia XA. Sony Mobile also had a unique selling point with its PlayStation Remote Play feature, which allowed users to play PlayStation 4 games on their smartphones. This feature was well received by gamers and helped Sony Mobile differentiate itself from other smartphone manufacturers. Fall of Sony Mobile. Despite some successes, Sony Mobile struggled to compete with other smartphone manufacturers in the long run. One major issue was the company's lack of innovation. While other companies were pushing boundaries with foldable phones and 5G connectivity, Sony Mobile was still producing phones with bezels and outdated designs. The company also struggled with marketing and brand recognition, which made it difficult to stand out in a crowded market. Another issue was the company's inability to turn a profit. In 2018, Sony Mobile reported a loss of $879 million, and in 2019, the company announced that it was cutting 2,000 jobs. In February 2021, Sony announced that it was closing down its smartphone business in most markets except for Japan, where it will continue to sell its smartphones. So what can we learn from Sony Mobile's rise and fall? One lesson is the importance of innovation. In a competitive market, it's essential to push boundaries and come up with new ideas to stay ahead of the competition. Another lesson is the importance of marketing and brand recognition. Even if a company produces great products, it won't be successful if people don't know about them. In conclusion, Sony Mobile had a rocky journey in the smartphone industry. While the company had some successes, it ultimately struggled to compete with other smartphone manufacturers in the long run. By not keeping up with the competition in terms of innovation and marketing, Sony Mobile fell behind and ultimately had to shut down its smartphone business in most markets. However, we can learn from Sony Mobile's mistakes and apply those lessons to other industries to help companies succeed in a competitive market. Thank you for watching.